Oh, hey, it's Ferris. It's 2021. The decade-long Persona Waifu Wars has long since run its case. It's time to move on to better things. But before we move on to another debate, let's finalize the Waifu Wars with this proverb. If her name doesn't end with O, she's gotta go. You know what I mean? Because it's
Welcome home,
oh my
Master.
god. Starting with the investigation team of Persona 4, coming in at number 1, we have Naoto Shirogane. Naoto's technical style of dance is focused on clarity and energy. Clarity is showcased in a dancer's ability to convey fluidity in their movements. These dancers excel in isolating their body parts and moving in such a way that seems free and water-like. Naoto also has a strong foundation in energy control. This style is very common in the dancing world. It is focused on power and can be easily misused. Many energy-based dancers have a tendency to overdance, which results in their piece looking sloppy. Not only is Naoto's use of both techniques absolutely commendable, but she switches between them many times within her choreography, which showcases her highly trained skill in this rare combination of dance technique. Coming in at number 2, we have Rise Kujikawa. Rise also excels in fluid body control, specifically utilizing isolations within her arms. She performs with a lack of tension, which gives her moves a feather-like feel to her dancing. Rise's strong ability in arm isolation leads me to believe that she would excel in a style of dance called whacking. One of the reasons why Naoto is placed over Rise has to do with Naoto's greater style versatility. Rise would undoubtedly benefit from adding to her repertoire of dancing abilities, as her skills in her current style are already honed. Yukiko Amagi takes the 3rd spot in this competition. Excuse me for 1 second. Yes! Yukiko has an excellent sense of fluidity. I would also like to point out her absolutely stunning body lines. Bodyline is a concept of a dancer's full body structure. Think of a dancer's body as a painting. A well-utilized bodyline is like an appealing piece of art, whereas a rigid bodyline is a bit off-putting. Seeing as Yukiko's foundation is of a ballet background, her body lines are the crispiest out of the whole team. The reason for her placement comes from the other dancers' versatility in showcasing other areas of dance. This is a phenomena I'd like to dub genre bending, which opens up many opportunities in the world of dance. Speaking of versatility, we have the king of versatility himself, Yu Narukami, coming in at number 4. Yu's style of dance is the epitome of energy. I do not believe that boy takes a second to rest after the music comes on. My heart goes out to anyone who covers one of his dances. I pray your lung transplant goes swimmingly. Yu is just not confined to a genre. This can be a detriment to some dancers, as learning too many styles can reveal your weak foundation of how each of them works. This would be the case for some, but not for you. Yu not only excels in lighting up the stage with his lively grooves, but also has the charisma of a psychopath. That's supposed to be a compliment. Yu makes all the moves his own, moving in such a way that only he could do. It honestly leads me to believe that Yu secretly practices dancing on his own and acquired his grooves over time. He lights up the stage and makes every single one of his dances into a spectacle. I envision Yu being a great freestyle or a choreographer if he ever decides to give up his quest to make the world simp over his charming personality. He'd definitely be a dancer to look out for in the future. Next ranking, we will be looking at the C's. However, this time we will be ranking them backwards. Coming in at 3rd place, we have Fuka Yamagishi. I was absolutely taken aback when I saw Fuka's style. She's also centered around isolations, but unlike the previous dancers of this style, Fuka is more tension-based. She excels in pendulum-like dime stops that gives her movements a robotic feel. Fuka would definitely be great at other precision-based dance styles, such as popping or tutting. Well, surprise, surprise, we have yet another arm-centric dancer at number 2, Yukari Takaba. Yukari displays a great understanding of full body isolations and body placements. One thing beginner dancers struggle with is body presence. They dance very small. This can be a benefit for some styles, but for the grand majority, it makes her dance techniques seem weak and underdeveloped. Yukari's great ability of full limb extensions make all her dances hard to look away from. Her energy is just too grand for you not to pay attention. A bit of a surprise as number 1 pick, we have Mitsuru Kirijo. Yes. I honestly believe that Yukari would take the number 1 spot of the C's, but I was not even 30 seconds into Mitsuru's performance when I would become absolutely shocked. Mitsuru's technique is very similar to the other dancers we examined, yet she displays such a greater understanding of these concepts. She's very similar to Naoto actually. Yet, I'd argue that Mitsuru's technique is more refined in practice when compared to our sweet little detective prince. Mitsuru's dancing conveys the fact that she not only has practiced these avenues of dance for many years, but is also at her peak understanding of these techniques. Now, it's time for the main event that the whole the whole Persona fandom has been waiting for. Who is the best dancer among the Phantom Thieves? Spoilers for Persona 5 ahead. Coming in at 3rd place, we have Yusuke Kitagawa. I chose to highlight Yusuke for his wild and unconventional style of dance. He seems to have developed his own way of grooving, much like you from P4. It's different, it's out there, and only he could do it justice. In a world where everyone's learning the same dances and flowing the same, Yusuke's style definitely stands out not only in the cast of P5, but in the world of dance. If he were to hone it and incorporate it into other genres, I feel Yusuke could become an acclaimed dancer. But speaking of someone who makes dancing their own, we have we have Joker. For number two. Much like you, Joker is another example of an energy-based dancer, but he kicks it into absolute high gear as he displays more acrobatism when compared to you. The two are very similar in their styles. Where they differ, however, is stage presence. Both dancers exude charisma while on stage. You displays amusement and fun in the musicality, whereas Joker proves to the world that he's a bad bitch. Excuse me. Joker's presence is filled to the brim with angst and attitude. As much as I love these two dancers, I'd argue that Joker's greater versatility and proud stage presence would give you a run for his money. Joker's attitude is shown massively through his dancing. He knows he's the shit, and he makes sure everyone else sees it. Now, for the number 1 spot. Who, among the Phantom Thieves of Heart, displays the most understanding of stage presence, sharp technique, and a great sense of musicality? Coming in at number 1, we have... Alright, I have some explaining to do. All the Persona dancing games share choreographers, meaning that I've talked about the same person multiple times throughout this video. You try finding new things to praise about a person for the 3rd time in a row. Sorry. The Persona dancing game's choreographies were crafted by very talented dancers. Every piece of info I said in this video, I have used and tried to incorporate into my dancing technique every single day. Oh, I never told you guys about my credentials. Starting out with number 1, absolutely nothing. Master? No, but seriously, Please support and follow all the dancers who made these games a reality. Only a small portion of their talent was showcased in the game, and they have so much more to offer. Persona 4 Dancing All Night inspired me to start dancing in 2017, and it's changed my life ever since. If you want to see my dance journey, follow me on Instagram at almightycoconut. It's been Ferris. Thanks for watching. Peace.